higher than the highest mountain. Hi, I'm Adelaide Mackenzie, and I'm going to be joining the house party queen on her virtual couch on Sunday, the 21st of February. I'm so excited. It's going to be jam-packed with inspirational guests from 12 to 3 o'clock. So yes, I want to see you there. Oh yeah.
Right, who's next? Is
Two down, 3 to go.
Oh my God! You know, I nearly missed out this young lady. I've moved on to the next person.
Did you now?
Totally forgetting about her. How could I forget about her? How could I forget about this young lady? We're going to introduce
Look,
Miss Adelaide Mackenzie. Welcome.
Look who's here.
Hi.
Hey.
Woohoo. Hi, lady and gentlemen. Hi, everyone watching on the virtual couch.
Welcome. Wow. Good to see you, Adelaide.
Thank you.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. I thought I'll make sure I'd make an effort because I love a reason now that we're in the lockup season, boy. So.
Oh, listen, look, Adelaide, first of all, you are from good old South London, so we got to just get a big up for that.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Big up South London. Where's
Here we go.
South London in the place. Big up and bless up. I can see myself.
All right. Sorry. So you know what? So I'm late on that one, aren't I? No, not that. I was very late on it.
I can see some of myself London people here on time.
Sound the pot cover. It don't make sense. Anybody else sound the
pot
cover? Shoe doctor sound the pot cover.
There you go. That's a special pot cover for you, especially for Adelaide. A special one.
I love
that's the dub plate special from Countryman.
I got a dub plate special for you guys as well.
You got
have you?
Want to hear it?
Yes, please.
Yeah. There's house party queen and shoe doctor. We are here on the virtual couch on the 21st of February 2001. I pray everybody's aspirations continue to become.
Well,
wicked. Love it.
Blessings, man, with the dub plate.
I'm telling you, you've got to give me that dub plate as well. But do you know what? You're singing, actually. There are some people that can sing, and there are some people that their hairs on your back of your necks will rise up and you get goosebumps. And you have that kind of feeling when you actually, well, I have that kind of feeling when you actually sing. So I'm actually, what's the word I want to use for it now? Just over the moon that you're part of my inspiring artist panel today, because you are inspiring, to be honest with you. Your personality, you're always smiling, you know, your energy, you know, your singing capabilities as well. You're just all out amazing. But before I start, and I'm sure I've told you this before, okay, there's a film called Calamity Jane. There's only one Adelaide I know, and there was an Adelaide in that film called Adelaide Adams. And for some reason, I kind of want to call you Adelaide Adams all the time. So, and you always remind me of nothing like the person, by the way, but just one of my guilty pleasure films that I kind of remember you from. But it tells me that you're a social media fiend also, and you're always filming stuff. Are you actually filming now?
I am. I'm actually filming myself on my social media because what I like to do is also journal a log for myself, because sometimes I love writing, journaling, but I've also thought, let's use it to also privately record our journey. Sometimes we have emotions, feelings, and we want to rant. So I also record a lot on my phone as well, vocally, depending what I'm talking about, or even if I'm going for a walk of a prayer and talking to God and having a little rant. So I like to record it so I can remember, you know, the segue and journey of where I am in my life. So I do love the good side of social media and sharing and connecting with people. So big up to my people, them, Charmaine, Claudette, Strategical, Angelita, Michelle, some people that I know who's tuning, because I love the way how social media does connect us, and that's what I'm also about. I'm definitely about connecting. So it's nice that you said that. That's where you get what you get when I'm singing. You get that I'm connecting.
I'm telling you. But listen, if we start going back and talking about your singing, you have an incredible voice, as I've said, and for that, you obviously have been singing from a young age. When did you start singing?
I started singing from at least about 5. My uncle played lots of music in the house, disco music, and then I was watching Madonna, watching Luther Vandross, Alexandra O'Neill. Alexandra O'Neill I've actually opened up for now. And I also had lots of cassettes, so I'm going back when we used to, that's where I used to hear a lot of rare groove, a lot of dub plates. And then I started singing in school plays, musicals. And so that's where my aspirations for music and singing is just a natural gift developed for me personally. Yeah.
Okay. So you talk about Jamaica a lot also,
Jamaica.
Blah, blah, blah.
So was you actually raised in Jamaica yourself, or is it just because your parents are from there?
My parents are from there. I could have been raised. My grandparents are there in Jamaica. My son's dad's from Jamaica. So yeah, it's so intertwined in my blood. And yeah. And there's so much we can say about Jamaica. We're going into our 60th independence next year as well.
I know, and it looks like part of your video for Endlessly was that shot in Jamaica also.
Yes.
I could tell. We're going to come back. We're going to come back to that shortly afterwards. But going back to school life, you said that in terms of singing and sorry, let me go back to that. I said that incorrectly there. You said at school that what you would do is that if someone did something funny, you would do something called dub plating or cussing or something like that.
Yeah. So like if like in school there would always be like a little drama or something will happen where someone wants it to stay a secret. Sometimes I would be like a news reporter and I would share it in a song and I would say like, yeah, this is what happened when he went to the toilet and it was hilarious. I was getting so much entertainment from it myself that by the time I was sharing it with others, and pick up my producer Mark Hotkeys on here, Matt Kemp Hotkeys, but I would sing it. And then by the time I'm in the middle of it, I'm still cracking up laughing anyway. Or if the teacher did something in class or if someone did something in the class, then it would just be a way of just sharing some good vibes. Because I've always been an entertainer. I've always been like a comedian. I've always loved to laugh as I've grown up. And I'm still, thank God, I've still got that joy, still got that good vibes. Because we can get older and get miserable. Yeah. And me no want be no miserable or the girl. Me no want be no miserable or the girl. Not at all. Hi, Mr. Sharky DJ. I'm gonna be.
What's he doing there? What's he? All right, get out.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but he's messing about with my green screen, and it's gone all off me. And
he's looking after you. He's looking after you.
Yeah, it's gone a little bit. He's trying to, so he's all in between, and my green screen's now off key and everything.
Well, don't watch that. Watch us. Right. Come back to life.
So do you remember any of those cussings or dub plates as you used to call them? Do you remember any?
I remember one because all I remember is that we were studying French, and John Paul was one of the characters that we were studying, and for some reason, and I know why I did this because it's not a dub plate, but there was a song that I'll definitely sing. My granddad he was blind, and he used to sing some really weird stuff. And so one time I just went, I was saying to the kids, when I get that jump on me, I go licking Pony Willie because he's at his silly. And then I go, jump on, I see you in the nightclub. Jump on, I see that you are rubbered up. I can't remember the ending of it. And then there was there was some other. I'm singing that one because I like that one, but there was some other ones about when my friend Maria was saying she was bored, and I'd be like, Maria is bored, Maria is bored. She wants to get married to Charles DeBoer. Charles DeBoer. Charles was this guy called Charles DeBoer, and then I made the song about him, and he was not happy because I actually found him in the toilets. In the girls' toilets, right? And the story was he went to the girls' toilet because he said that the toilet paper ran out in the boys' toilet. And then he would have had to go all across the hall, across the whole hall where we have assembly to go to the toilet. So I saw that. So I made a song out of it. I can't even remember it because he shut it down, boy. He shut down that campaign. I was fighting of him as well. But yeah, so I'm there cracking up. But yeah, that was a dub plate when I thought, Adelaide, you know what, you better be careful, you're gonna get yourself
into trouble.
Get yourself a shut up box. But he was not impressed. He was not impressed.
I'm sure he's got anyway, but that was a funny story. But
it was. And then we did a play as well. So we did a play as well. And he when he was on stage, he sang off key. And then I had to hold it in because we were actually in the performance. It was called Jackie and the Beanstalk, and I was Jackie. And he was the guy that was selling the computer, which instead of the beanstalk. And yeah, we just had lots of jokes at school. And yeah, so you carry on. Sorry.
That's okay, darling. I'm getting lots of comments in here, by the way. You know, good seeing you, personality and awesome performer. Salute to you, exquisite songstress. So you've got an ardent of fans here just following into you today, which is good.
Guys. Bigging up.
But tell me about the Brit School, because you went to the Brit School in Croydon. I live around those sides, and I'd always heard about the school. Obviously, I'm not that talented artistically wise, but always heard about it. What was your time there like at Brit School? Was it anything like Fame, where people would be dancing on the tables and doing splits in the corridors and things?
A little bit. It was like that. Because we also had our school term differently. So when other people were going to school, sometimes we were on holiday and vice versa. So we had a lot more liberation at the Brit School, and we were able to be really creative and expressive and get to mix with the record companies, and because it was also funded a bit by the Brits Trust, who also organised the Brits Awards and are part of the BPI. So we were able to interact with so many different people. So there were people that were going to show off and express, and there was people that were reserved. And I know I was from first of all, I was quite reserved because I was so concerned about my image, so concerned about would I fit in. And for us, I remember just being in the canteen and us breaking out into song, not the dancing bit, because obviously if you dance, you better dance properly and practice. But yeah, we were breaking out into songs and stuff like that. So it was nice to have that collaborative spirit, but then there was still the competitive side as well, and the reality side that not all of us were going to make it in our desired dreams and goals as well. So that's also, in fact, part of being at the Brit School was a bit crushing for me in different ways. I'd have to write a book about it, I think, because there was a part.
You came out with the lights. You went there with Amy Winehouse. Was that correct? Did you go there with Amy Winehouse?
Amy Winehouse went there, but when I was going there, Flowetry were going there.
Okay,
Marsha Ambrosia and Natalie Stewart, and a lot of other people that we know. So like some guys from Another Level. There was people that went into groups that were booked into.
Because I remember the explosion about the same time as Amy Winehouse. It was Amy Winehouse. It was Jamie Cullum, Katie Malua, and Duffy.
Damage was also there as well. Some people from Damage, yeah.
Wow. So you went to the Brit School at the same time as all these guys that were attending?
Yeah. And there's still others as well. There's still a lot of other people that are doing a lot of image. A lady called Imogen Heap. Some of you may not know her, but she's been nominated for a Grammy this year as well. So congratulations to Imogen. I sang with her as well for performances, because what was really good is that they would have an emphasis on live performancing. And I know we did that, and there was a guy called Raphael Waters who would have us in the choir, and then we went on to BBC, Blue Peter, and all different types of gigs we were learning to do. We were even learning how to put them together, which I guess was a great thing that underpinned for me to start doing my own promotions as well. When I eventually went on to, you know, like when Tonya was saying, if she's not on the film, if they're not inviting her to be on the film, she'll make her own film. So if they never invite me to be on a concert, I'll make my own concert, you know. So and then I'll invite people to come, and that was good that the Brit School was able to teach us how to market, teach us how to be a brand, teach us about the media side of it, the business side of it, the engineering side of it, and like I said, the competitive side of it.
Okay, so do you think, obviously you benefited from going to I can hear an echo, sorry. Obviously you benefited from going to the Brit School, and
Yeah.
you said for a minute that you were going to write a book on your experiences there. Were your experiences there all positive? Or?
No, they weren't all, because you're interacting with children, with young people, and young people, just as they can be horrible on social media, so they can be horrible in your face. And remember, you can be crushed in all different levels when people don't understand you, or people feel that you don't fit in. So that, you know, and then there was also, I actually worked at the Brits Trust, the Brits office for a season, and got behind the scenes of the Brits Awards, and that's when I saw Michael Jackson, and I think that was, you know, I've met Celine Dion behind the scenes, David Bowie, so many different people, but I think seeing Michael Jackson was a big turn off for me, because and I haven't shared this much with people, but we were backstage and he was being harassed, and I just thought, what the beep beep is this? It really sunk my heart. I couldn't understand those dynamics. You're backstage, you're supposed to be safe, but you're being harassed. Never made sense to me. It was being harassed by paparazzis, and then that wasn't my team. I wasn't looking after that particular team, but it wasn't nice to see that. It wasn't nice for me to see it. Yeah, and it was also the night when that guy jumped up on stage. I can't remember him, and you know, did a little wobbly on while Michael Jackson did his performance at the Brits Awards as well. Yeah, but actually, even being in the office and seeing all the record companies coming together, and in my opinion, they all jumped ship when the digital world was coming in as well. And then I also was behind the scenes when Kanye King came, and I could give her a little bit of insight as well of some of the things that were being said, because obviously Kanye King was advocating for the MOBO Awards at those times, you know, and there's certain things I wouldn't say live here, but there was things that I think that part of it, when I realized that the music industry wasn't about the music, that really put me off. And then also seeing that, you know, as a black woman, you can see that black music is so awesome and amazing. And then at that time in my life, I was like, so why aren't we getting credit for it? Why isn't reggae music really getting a big, you know, big boost for it? And thank God there's a panel today about reggae music as well. I don't know if you guys know about it, but I think there's a lot that performing and creative arts don't get acknowledged for, even with for the black community, and even in black creative arts that we can go into. That's a complete different subject. But for me, what keeps my joy and keeps my spirit is the fact that I can bring hairs on people's backs. People can salute me as a great singer, as songstress, because they know that when I'm singing, I am gonna connect with you, and my songs are gonna connect with you, which is why my album is called Simply Me, which is out now.
Yeah, I mean, you've sung with some amazing people, and you know, forgive me if you don't think there's so much amazing, but you know, Amy Winehouse, I was one of her biggest fans. You know, I absolutely adored everything she did, and her voice also. And I know that you sung with her. What was she like to actually, I mean, I know she's passed now, rest in peace, bless her, you know, tortured soul. What was she actually like to work with?
So it wasn't a planned work, but God, you know, everything is God's plan.
Yeah.
Everything in plan. Because on that night when I went to go and sing at Jazz Cafe, because I've done I did my first album launch there. We rented out Jazz Cafe, so big up to Malingo and Struggs and Otis Curtin on my first album called Daily Process. So Jazz Cafe in Camden, I'm all the way from South London, Brixton side, and I'm deciding, okay, I'm going to go back to Camden again, Jazz Cafe, but my voice wasn't on form. So I was gonna like cancel that gig, but I was like, no, I want to go. I know this is about ministry. This is about blessing people. And I'm on stage, and I see her in the audience. I think I may have saw her before. I think I saw her before. No, we saw her before because she was backstage with us when they used to have their backstage upstairs, and I was interacting with her, talking with her, and because I work with people with addictions, that's what I do. That's my full-time job. I was actually just like saying to us to stop taking the piss out of smoking in the toilet, because I was thinking she borrowed my backing singer's lighter, and obviously I want them to get ready for me, and they're like, we want to go to cigarette, and Amy's got a lighter, and I knew she was probably disconnecting the lighter to probably use it as paraphernalia to use heroin or something. Yeah. And and so I was knocking on the door at first and saying, come out, because in my head I'm like, if one of us was in there smoking or doing anything, we would have been charged £1,000 them time. They were fining people. They were allowing her to get away with it, you know, because they're just kissing her butt. But I'm just like, come out, I know what you're doing, you know what I mean? And then I think we caught a rapport from there. And then when we were on stage, she was feeling what I was doing, but I didn't realize she was in front of me. I thought she was still upstairs or something. So I just thought, like if I saw a Shoe Doctor or Sharky or yourself, Sharky DJ or yourself, I would say, big up to you, big up to Alison, big up to House Party Queen. I could say that if I'm on stage and I see you. So I was just like, big up to Amy Winehouse in the place. And my girl decided to jump on stage like I'm telling her to jump on stage. I'm not telling you to jump on stage. I'm just saying big up. So she's taking a liberty. And most of my friends were saying, most people that sing in the industry was like, oh, she does that to everyone. She does that to everyone. But I was just like, in my head at that moment in time, I was like, no, don't be doing it to me, because the people invited me to sing, not you. But she came up and I thought, you know what? I can't run her. Because in my head, I'm like, me never asked you to come up here, you know. But I'm realizing I can't run you because you're a big time artist. And also, okay, so me better just compliment you. Let's compliment each other. So we're there freestyling, and that's how we were working a freestyle. But then she took another liberty. Where she started to freestyle. So, you know, like I could say, when I just introduced on my dub plate, when I just said, we're here on the 21st, she was like, come on, Zalon, you better come down here. She was calling her backing singer to come on the stage. So now I'm thinking, you're taking another liberty now. But all right, let me flow with this, right? Because I know my bands are so versatile. The musicians I work with are amazing. I can't even name them right now. When they say Britain's got talent, we definitely do have talent. Most of the guys that I work with, or musicians, female artists, they're from church. Most of those guys that you see on Top of the Pops and, you know, which used to be on, and that's another thing I could talk about. But those guys that you see on Britain's Got Talent, X Factor. So some of them, a lot of them can come from the church as well, the musicianship, or touring with big artists. So I knew my band could freestyle with her if we needed to. But then I thought, you're taking too much of a liberty now. And then her backing vocalist come, and he's a great singer, Zalon Thompson, singing. And then I'm like, and then I thought, no, you're taking too much of my time now. Because the promoter even came up and goes, Adelaide, he's cutting into your set. So I'm just like, I was whispered in her ear, and I goes, you know what? Could you go and sit down, and and wait till I finish. And she wasn't too happy about that. And she walked off and stumped and sat down on the side, right? And then I was just like, okay, singing now, I'm there just like trying to sing and bless up and everything. And, you know, the backing vocals were there and this, you know, I was pleading the blood of Jesus just for the edge, because even when they were taking pictures on stage, because at that moment I felt like Diana, Princess Diana, you know, when they were flashing and showing you how they're flashing, because I've never noticed anything like that. Even the Michael Jackson experience, when they're flashing, when I saw them flashing, that's what happened on the stage. And then I'm thinking, Amy don't look too good, you know. I don't know if I want to take a picture with Amy because she don't look too good right now, you know. And then I was like, Adelaide, stop talking like that. And then, so I did my set, and then she came back on, and then she was still taking liberty, and then that's when I goes, and then I think I can't remember what was said, but then she ended up flinging down the microphone. I walk in.
That Amy, I think if you've seen some of her videos, you'd have seen that.
That was diva. That was the diva. But you know what was good is I sold out all my CDs that night because she was like, "You better buy a CD." And I was like, "Yeah, nice one." And then afterwards, I realized, you know what? I'm gonna pray with this woman because this woman is blessed. She's powerful, and I know she was a game changer. She was a game changer. Her heart was in the right place. She didn't like people taking the piss out of people. She was a force to be reckoned with. And I prayed with her, and I goes to her, listen, you need to fix up. I believe Jesus died and he's coming back. You need to fix up. And she was like, yeah. And I goes, are you mocking me? She goes, no. And I go, come, let's pray. And did you notice she got better for a while? My girl got better, you know. Before she passed away, she got better.
And then drugs took the better of her, unfortunately. But just really quickly, just to change it up a little bit, I know that you've worked with a lot of artists. What artists have you worked with that's had the most impact on you?
They all do collaboratively, whether it's Kelly LaRock, Big O Up, Omar, who I've sang with, whether it's Pele, who I've opened up for, Frankie Beverly, Amaze, who I've opened up for, Tidra Moses, Marcia Griffiths. I've even had the opportunity to open up for and sing for Usain Bolt. So all of those opportunities, they amalgamate. And it's not just about working with them. It's about the people who come and see us. Anybody who hears me, anybody who I get to touch and inspire, that's the biggest impact for me. Like, you know, Ilanza Van Zat, who is actually on Oprah Winfrey's channel, I got to see and open up for her like about 3 times when she came over to England.
Well, I actually didn't know that you opened up for the Olympics as well, 2020.
Yeah, with Jazzy B.
Yeah. I was part of the Olympics. I went and volunteered.
Yeah.
You're never ever going to see the Olympics in your lifetime again, not in the UK. So I thought it was an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm going to volunteer. So signed up and volunteered and was down at the stadium down in Stratford, met a load of stars, even met some of my Manchester United heroes as well. So I'm
nice
for that. But yeah, when I read that, and that was a moment in history as well that you can add to the wealth of awards and things that you can put on your list. And talking about that, what awards and acclaims have you won? I mean, I could go through a whole list that I've got down here, but tell us about some of the awards.
That's a question. That's a good question, because someone was saying I need to put it down on Wikipedia. I've been nominated for so many, but I haven't won many that I know of. That I can remember. So I've won the Black Woman in Arts Inspirational Artist of the Year for the Nina Simone Award.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the main ones. I know I need to do a list of the awards. I think for me, it's about, the main award is about having life and connecting with people and being a contribution, and how I can partnership with people and bring a legacy to our generation. That's my biggest reward, because we're still on a type of plantation field in a particular way. We are. And there's still some liberation that we need to set ourselves free and be set free. And I believe in Christ Jesus. I know not everybody does, but my thing is that I don't believe that all of us are living our blessed best life. You know what I mean? Considering that there will be moments when we can't always be on a high. There will be moments when we're going to feel drained. There are going to be moments when we're going to be stressed. There's so much things in life where we're just about surviving. For me, it's not about the awards. It's about how can we continue to uplift each other and be our best and be a blessing in this world. You know, when the song goes, he's got the whole world in his hand. You know, like we also got the future in our hands. But what are we going to do? That's what, you know, that's why one of my songs on the Daily Process album was, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
What are we going to tell our children? That's my biggest award. That's my biggest blessing. So big up to my son, who's 24 years young now. I was like a single mum for such a long time. You know, thank God for my family and my friends that keep me focused. Thank God for Christ. Thank God for Ruach Ministries. Thank God for the teachings that I get from Kingdom and landmarkworldwide.com. I want to big them up as well because I do a lot of mentoring with them and coaching with them. But there's something in the award of passing on. So even when I was listening to the other guests, amazing guests that you've had on earlier, it's like I want to get more into partnershiping, more into my song club where we can do freestyling because I'm so gifted at that, so gifted at songwriting.
Absolutely. And before we even get into that, I kind of want to, and that's the Souls UK. I kind of want to just have a bit of a natural break for a minute because I want to move on to something else that you were involved with some years ago. And I think we spoke about this. And that was called Sing Date, right?
Yeah.
So I was watching Sing Date and I was watching, you know, the show and what went on and the selection of men and everything. And I kind of want to watch, I want to let everyone watch. And for those of you who don't know what Sing Date is, Sing Date was a TV show that went on and it's about people looking for love through singing or song. And you obviously get a group of people that are matched to you based on their singing and perhaps some of their characteristics. And these were the guys that were selected for Adelaide. The video doing.
There's a go on. Walking down the street. Lord have mercy, that frightened me. Okay, I like that little pigeon in the side. Not feeling the hairstyle though. Looks a little bit like Simpsy Red Compact. He's got a voice. I suppose I could K-row his hair. I could K-row your hair, Barry. Let's check out James C. Mr. Lover Lover. Mr. Lover. Oh, he plays the piano. Very impressive. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Yeah, you look fit. You look kind of the He-Man type. He looks like he's sitting on the toilet. But you know what? There's something so sincere about you that I really do like. Those moves are right for that song, man. Where you going? Did someone tell this man what the spec was for this? Alright, ooh. He's got a nice hat on. Ooh, baby. So, ready to listen to Bobsy. We're jamming. Can feel the soul. I wanna jam it with you. Yeah, me wouldn't mind jamming it. We're jamming. I wanna jam it with you. I do like jamming. I wanna jam it with you. I wanna jam it with you too. That's hilarious.
Sorry, I think I'll let you comment first because I don't really know.
We're not going to cover for that. We're not going to cover for that.
It's the fact. You know what I love?
Don't play.
Don't make sense. Anybody else sound the part cover? Shoe doctor sound the part cover.
So easy.
Oh gosh,
you know what I really hate, right? Is the fact that you just kept it so real on that program. Maybe I could roll his hair.
Do you know what? Oh God, you know what? It's the natural presenting and hosting in me that like just the interacting and the love joking. And it was nice to watch that back. But I remember watching it on TV with my dad And my dad was saying, "Me did think so a serious thing you bring me for watch," and I just was cracking up watching it. But with my dad, I was a bit like, but yeah. What do you want to ask about it? It's
I'm
great.
telling you, you said that you wanted a cross between 50 Cent and He-Man.
I said he's
That's a cross between 50 Cent and He-Man.
Oh, did I say 50 Cent?
You said 50 Cent and He-Man, and that the white guy laughs. You said he looks a bit He-Man-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Listen, what are you laughing at? What's your perspective on that? I love singing. I'm single, and why can't I go? And I wanted to go on a date, and they approached me, and it was one of their most watched programs. They were putting it on and rotating it. No, that was on Sky TV.
Listen, I couldn't stop laughing when I was watching that, at the selection of people and the singing talents. I think the last guy, I want to jam it with you. He's like, oh yeah, I want to jam with you too. I think so. You forgot you was on camera.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I loved it. I love stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I love interacting in real time. Like, they really captured my feedback right at the time. I was cracking joke. And you should have seen. And then the thing is, they eliminated those guys because I had to pick.
Who did you choose?
I chose the guy with the who sang "This Is a Man's World" because the guy could sing. The guy on the keyboard because my man can sing. I chose the singers and the guy, the Bobsy one, right? And when they got us to go into the next round, do you know the guy that sang "This Is a Man's World"? When I saw him the next day in the morning, I'm cracking up, laughing. I'm there supposed to listen to him, and all I could say out loud is, "Man, I think the man forgot to put his false teeth in." And I was like, I said, and that was my reaction right at that moment, and I just couldn't hold it in. And they put all of that on there.
They put everything on that
HP?
Yeah.
Question from Yasmin. Quick question: Have you written a book?
Not yet. I'm in the process of writing. I write so much in my head. I've got 2 albums now, so you can check out my book song called "Simply Me," which is out now. And you know what? Just for asking, can I get your details, Yasmin, and I'll send you one because that's one of my giveaways. Is that okay, Alison? House Party Queen.
You've done it now. You've just done my giveaway.
I can do another one.
And one more quick question. If you could sing a duet with anyone, who would it be and why?
The person who I would do that with, they're not around anymore. It would be Bob Marley. So I could do one of his sons or one of his grandsons, actually. One of them definitely, and Lauryn Hill. There's so many people I'd love to duet with, even Tidra Moses, and I think Roger Samuels. He's a British singer as well, gospel artist.
If I could sing, it would be Anthony Hamilton. I'd like to sing with. I love his song.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
I would definitely say yes to Anthony Hamilton.
So you sing all the time. Are you one of these people that sing all the time in the shower when you're walking?
Yeah. When I was younger, like when they had the sound guys and we had parties at home, I'd go to the DJ and say, "DJ, I can sing. Let me sing over this song." And my main song was, "We treasure every moment that we share. It feels so good inside. You are for me with the sweetness of your heart. That is all I ever need. I know commitments are far from your mind." I used to take the mic and I used to have to sing to the DJ so that he knew I could sing. And then I'll go on the mic. And then I even jumped on stage with Gene Khan. "Don't let it go to your head, no." Which was singing at Hailing Island, which was amazing. I've sang with Sister Sledge when they were at one concert in Brighton. I'll jump on stage with anybody. I've sang with 2, done some backing vocals in my time. No, I love singing.
So you say you're now Christian. And you became born again when?
I became born again in 2000.
Okay. Do you think that has had any impact on your music? being a Christian now? Has it?
Definitely.
And in what way? What way is that?
Because initially, when, like I said, when I got put off from the industry for a season, it was the church that brought me back. It was the church inside of me, the God in me, that brought me back into singing to share it as a gift. Although my dad, thank God for my dad, and big up to Louis Silcott as well. We produced records and vinyls. By the time I was 18, I was doing records and stuff. But I took some time out, when, especially after falling in love and it not being what I thought it would be, you know, and then being a mom, going through the anger, going through the bitterness, going through all of the emotions of being a parent. And then, you know, by the time I got saved, and thank God I gave my life to Christ, because by that time I wanted to kill somebody anyway. And that's because I realized I was being so pretentious about my temper. Easy, yeah, man. You know what? I like to be real and give you the good, the bad, and the ugly moments.
Wicked.
Because sometimes we can go through pretend, and when we're not being authentic, that's what really eats us deep to the core. So for me, giving my life to Christ was the best thing I've done, being baptized. And then after that, in 2015, that's when I did the Landmark Forum. 3 days transformed me, got to another level. Because before I did the Forum, I'd sang for Prince Charles, done the whole thing with Amy Winehouse. You know what I mean? You know, gone through moments of peaks, but life feels like it's getting to another level of peaking, where now I just want to keep touring, singing, connecting with people, you know, just uplifting. And that's why I do Bless His Souls UK as well, which you haven't asked me about, but
that was my next question, my darling.
Yeah.
So you led us nicely straight into that, to be quite honest
Time
with
check,
you.
time check, HP.
Yeah, listen, I've got my egg timer here. It's going. Time check's going. Don't worry.
all right.
And Dr. Chu, remember I started late, you know, Rasta. No, you're not a Rasta.
I'm a ballad.
Mama, come and give you some ballad. Remember,
Living for real,
you know,
isn't it?
I got hard time.
Isn't it? So anyway, tell us, Blessed Souls UK. Tell us about it.
Blessed Souls UK, basically, like I said, I love singing, I love connecting with people. So because I wasn't getting as many gigs as I knew I could get, I thought, you know what, I might as well put on the gig, I might as well start singing. And also, I'd already been doing So Unique with S. Campbell. So big up S. Campbell. I was doing that with him every month at Plan B in Brixton. We were co-hosting it and singing with a band called Stone Jam. And with the Stone Jam, that was led by Delwa Dyer. A lot of people know him as a model, awesome drummer. So we would be at the Fridge Bar every single week, because before, a lady called Floetic Lara, she's also known as Lara Lee. She's gone on to do The Voice, for anybody who knows, who watches The Voice, and she was mentored by Tom Jones. But Floetic Lara used to do it every week, and then I took over at the Fridge Bar, and I was freestyling every week, and then that stopped. And then I said, you know what, especially after the Amy Winehouse thing, I was like, you know what, I want to bring my community into positive vibes, and I don't want to keep meeting my family and my community at funerals. So I want us to come together in a positive way. So we did, with all those combinations, we put together Blessed Souls, which I just brought some musicians together, got my own sound equipment, went into a pub or bar, and then we've been doing it in all different venues, Black Club, Hootenanny, all around London, where people can come and jump on the mic and freestyle, or if they wanted to do a song that they've recorded, it was a good place to just test it out. And it's just given an opportunity to people from my community and from the industry where they can share their gifts. And sometimes people will be scared to share their gift. Sometimes people will be overconfident. So I went on to do a workshop for those who weren't very much in key, those who weren't very confident. And sometimes I would go into the audience and interact with them with a handheld mic. I would sing, call and response, and go, say la 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 la. And then you sing, Go girl, go girl.
La, la, la.
Well done. See, because there's something.
La 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 la.
That's it. Well, nearly there. I know, Shu, you could have tuned it up a bit in a loving way.
I could have done my la 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 la. Big ghetto style, East London style.
Yeah, Adelaide London. Do it again.
Say la 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 la
La la la la la.
and then Shu Doctor.
La 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 la.
Oh, I've got some mentoring.
No, I've got an excuse. I just got a cramp in my legs, you know.
Oh, bless you, honey.
I mean, I need someone to come and give me a massage now.
You know that.
I am conscious of time, but I just want. I kind of want to get. I need to talk about your album as well. I haven't even spoken about that yet. So, but Acid Souls, you spoke about that's an open mic event, but now you've gone on to doing it virtually now, correct?
Yes, we did our first. Yeah, we did it as a party, didn't we? So thank you very much. Last minute Zoom parties with the Sharky DJ, Mr. Campbell, and my team, my Blessed Soul team, and the house party queen. That's when we met in February, and I just want to thank you for. That's why I really want to thank you for allowing me on this platform today, because wow, you don't know me too tough, but thank you for considering me as an inspiration. So yeah, we got together, we did my party, and I got to do Whose Rhyme Is It Anyway, which is something that I've been doing with new MCs and Kosher Entertainment for a while, Sarah C, Jay Lee, and yeah, it's just been really great that we were able to bring that together, and I want to do that more over Zoom, where we go on.
And that's something we've spoken about. This collaboration that happened was partly to do with your Blessed Souls open mic event, which you couldn't do. And we're turning it into kind of like a Zoom fun event. The open mic is going to be a little bit more difficult in terms of the technology and broadband speeds and everything, but there's lots of stuff that we're trying to incorporate it to make it a better and bigger event. And we had the first successful one last month. I think the next one is going to be out in April. Please keep an eye on Adelaide's socials, and our socials. We'll post that out at the end to let you know where you can get those details from.
Yeah, and you can check it out, adelaidemackenzie.co.uk. And the 9th of April is the next date, guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now let's go on to your album now. All right.
Yeah,
You've just released an album, Simply Me. She was going to run some of the tracks in the background, but I've listened to your whole album. I went through it one evening. I just had it on playing and loved it. There's a couple of tracks that are my absolute faves. All right, but it really is an eclectic mix. And this particular one as well, which is this one called
Take Me to Your Dreams.
Yeah, this is almost like different. It has almost like a kind of garagey house feel to it.
Yeah,
to actually make this particular track, because it's so different from the rest of the tracks that you put off your album.
Yeah, this is Mark A. Crawford. When we were in the studio, he just started to. He was just putting it together, and I was just like singing along with it, because that's what I do. I love just singing out loud. And then I was like, "Can I have it to write over?" Yeah, but it was just a track that he was playing on. And I heard it. I so happened to hear it. So that's a good way of me writing as well. If any producers are out there, share their tracks, and then we could collaborate.
Yeah. And the other one that I like as well is Everybody. It kind of reminds me of a real Marvin Gaye, Tammy Terrell type mix to it. Love it, love it, love it.
I'm looking for that one, HP. I'm looking for it.
No, that's the one I didn't send to you, so you might not have that one.
All right, okay, that's why I can't see it.
Yeah, that's like I absolutely
Did you say it's from Marvin Gaye, Alison? Sorry,
I said it sounds like almost like is it like a Marvin Gaye mix to it?
Yeah, if you want to describe it like that, because I basically
sorry.
I was going for like a up school Yolanda Adams stroke Kurt Franklin kind of vibe stroke classic groove feel to it. Yeah, and that was produced by Paul Watson, and Marcus Johnson also supported on that track. And it's just, yeah, I love that track, because for me it's really saying, wow, God loves everybody, and we're just about managing to get on with somebody. That's what I'm saying in my head. You know, it's not everybody's easy to get on with, and I'm just amazed and in awe that God can love everybody, no matter how horrible people can be.
But it's almost like you've gone through a selection of different genres on your album and incorporated them all. Like, if you're looking for love, it has got like a, forgive me if I'm wrong, like a pop, Afro, African rhythm. You know, Endlessly was the original by Randy Crawford. And I hear people say we've got similarities to Randy. I don't believe so. A little bit, just a little bit, but yes, you do. And then in Lessons Learned, you've got your reggae vibe going on there. I hope that's right.
I love that. Yeah, I love that.
And then obviously, I know you love jazz, and you've got Silent Vibes, which has got some of your jazz connections on there also. But my favourite track is Rise. That's my favourite.
Yeah, featuring Flo is this. Big up and bless up. Yeah, she co-wrote on there.
Did she hook up with you for another track on your album? Or is it just the one track that?
Not yet. We've only just done the one. And together, and that was just a great experience songwriting with her and seeing Smokey Robinson on a picture with her on her wall, and it was just amazing just being in her presence, because she's just so deep anyway, and that song just went through a great transformation, and I just love the way how that song was birthed. Again, Mark A. Crawford playing a track to me, and I just started to sing over it.
Just started vibing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've admitted that your album is an eclectic mix, but what's your favourite genre of music? Where would you place yourself musically as an artist in terms of music, or you wouldn't do that? Or
I would definitely say soul, R&B, stroke reggae, and jazz. Definitely, I think it has to be that. And then I could even do a little bit of classical if in my performances as well, to incorporate it. That's why I would love to sing with an orchestra. That would be a nice award for me, to sing with an orchestra.
Live band orchestra. Okay, we need to, I can see Shui shuffling there, and we need to just wrap this up very quickly. Now, we have a little competition for you. Now, you mentioned that you did Whose Rhyme Is It Anyway? At our last do. And for those that don't know what this game is, you throw some phrases or quotes or sayings out there, and the person incorporates that into a song. So for all our people out there, I want everyone to give us a few phrases, quotes, or sayings that Adelaide is going to sing and put into an entire song. So it could be anything. We need 3 or 4. If people want to choose in the chat, I'm just waiting for people to select something.
So guys in the chat room, let's have some phrases, all right? And Adelaide's going to turn it into a song. Remember, the chat's like 1 minute behind, all right? All right, let's have some phrases, guys.
Dr. Shu, are you going to play me an instrumental, or do I just do it a cappella?
No,
I'm going to give you something. If you can work with it, work with it. If not,
I can work with anything.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, put some phrases in the chat room. Quick. We're moving fast. Put some phrases in the chat room, and Adelaide's going to turn it into a little song.
And Doctor, don't make it be too fast for me. Thank you.
No, it's going to be slow.
No, this one's a nice slow one.
Is that one? No more significance. No more significance
we've got
colour.
Bellyache.
I can see.
Opera.
I know who I am because I am his.
Vibes. That's from Wendy S. You're Too Bad Mine. CKP. You're Too Bad Mine. Pepper and Spice. We've got.
That's enough.
That's enough now.
Yeah, next time you want to see some more, 9th of April in your diary. Love you guys. All right, let's do this to look at. And thank you guys for having me on the virtual couch. House Party Queen, you are amazing. Dr. Shu, you are amazing. What you guys are doing Doctor, what you guys are doing for the community. Thank you. I couldn't
do this without. This is HP. I'm just helping HP on this. This is all right. This HP put all the work in. I'm just operating my mouse around here, man. You know what I mean?
It's great when you can collaborate, though. But what was that? Yeah. What was the spice one? The pepper one?
Pepper and Spice. That was by Sharky.
All right.
One Life to Live. You Make Me Feel.
What was that about? Life to Live?
One Life to Live. Was it?
Okay.
Yeah. You have one life to live.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for it.
All right.
Okay.
The guys will know the rhythm. Adelaide might be off timing by a microsecond, but just work with it.
Yeah. Don't be bad mind. Sometimes you're too bad mind. I want to see the sophisticated education that your mama taught you, because pepper and spice. You don't know say when you put it in your food, it is nice. You only got one life to live. Don't bother give away all the love you give, yeah. Ooh. That's what you do when you don't know what to say. Right, here we go.
I can't do that in interviews, though.
All right, let me carry on because I want to just finish it off. 2, 3, 4. The other day I had a bellyache and I wondered what in heaven did I eat. I really know who I am and I got the minds to understand. With music there are melodies. With music you can have the symphony. Nobody let nobody get you down, 'cause you know, say you are blessed. Smile and don't frown. Ooh. You're the best at being you.
Sound the pot cover! Wicked.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Wicked.
Thank you guys for joining today. Really appreciate that.
Fantastic.
Thank you. We're going to
Fantastic.
shoot you back off to the green room just in case we've got more time to bring you back on afterwards. Shuey, you want to play us out with Adelaide's tune, Rise, whilst I go and get a sip of water, and then we can look forward to CKP.
Let's get the rise up. Let's get the rise up, so to speak. Okay, let's go.
Yes, Dr. Shu. Could you do that for me, Dr. Shu?
CKP's next, guys.
Really wanna see
Remember, if you're in the chat, you're in the VIP chat room, click share and share the screen.
awakening.
Actually, I'm going to say happy birthday to my dad. My dad's 83 years old today.
Really wanna see
So everybody in the chat room, just put 83 for my dad.
to get to know you.
My dad is 83 years old today.
I really wanna get to know you.
Everybody in the chat, just put 83 for me, please.
Wanna know your mind.
Senior Shoes is 83 years old today.
Take my hand and let's go through. Can we rise to the shine?
83 years young.
Rainy days, wishing you were here to hold
We got CKP up next. A man I met in St. Lucia a couple of years ago.
the way.
Then we found out we kind of do the same similar job.
The colors of my soul, and all I know is that I want to get close to you.
On the virtual couch with House Party Queen.
I really want to know you.
Thank you, Adelaide. Excellent. Wow. What can I say? Fantastic.
And the last
That's not even that's fantastical, actually. Not even fantastic. Sunday afternoons, the third Sunday of every month. House Party Queen on the couch with House Party Queen. Next week Sunday, something completely different. I've got Wassy One going to be playing vinyl reggae music next week Sunday.
I really want to
Live in the studio, Wassy One live in the SD Media studio,
grow.
playing 3 hours of vinyl.
Just
I thought they were frisbees, but they're records.
I really want to get to know you. I really want to know your mind.
We're live on Get Your Radio.
Let's go through
Up until 3 o'clock live on Get Your Radio, then TQ takes over after.
the shine.
See, I arose like a rose up and rose righteous.
Wow.
Time to evoke the most high with the words I spoke. It's the path I chose, vulnerability exposed. Saw you on that road. Make
I noticed that HB gets a little break. I don't get no break, you know.
you can cope with these changes now. I I know that we're prepared for these.
Every time I go to have a little break, I say, no, don't move, just in case.
I'm ready now to know you. Let's rise.
I know what I'm going to do. I know when CK comes, I know because CK can talk from now till next year, so I'll definitely get a break when CK comes up.
Let's rise to the shine.
On the virtual couch with House Party Queen.
Guys, I've got to remind you guys, if you would like to know how to make money while you're sleeping, just get hold of me. And I can let you know how to make money while you sleep. My money makes money for me while I'm sleeping. And I'm very serious when I tell you that. My money makes more money for me while I'm snoring at night time. Shouts go down to my Cash Effect family. Eyesight.